Munch, munch, munch.
Canine munchies can't be beat. They make for such a tasty treat.
If you bring me canine crunchies, I will thank you, master. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Who Is My Doctor?
Who is my doctor?
Who is indeed. I'm your host, Zach, and I know a lot about Doctor Who.
And I'm also your host, Cassie. And I'm excited.
Why might you be excited, Cassie?
I'm excited because we're doing all my favorite things.
There's so many great things for you in this story.
All my favorite things. Classic Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Tom Baker at that.
Yeah, classic Doctor. Fourth Doctor. Canine episode.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Planet.
Pirate Planet. Written by Douglas Adams.
Written by Douglas Adams. I knew there was a fifth thing that I really liked.
He was working on this and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy at the same time.
I'm devastated. I will forever be upset and a little bit devastated that Canine Beeblebrox, not Canine.
Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Zaphod Beeblebrox. Canine Beeblebrox, though.
Just one of the heads.
Yeah. One of the heads is a robot dog. Zaphod Beeblebrox is not canon in the Doctor Who universe.
I believe he is, but it's like in a book or something like that.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not, because there is a reality where we had a full-on appearance of Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Yeah, this is the first episode Douglas Adams wrote for Doctor Who. First story Douglas Adams wrote for Doctor Who. Apparently, the story he turned in, they went no, and they made him rewrite basically the whole thing.
Where's the original story, Adams?
I mean, so
give us the original. Even I have to read it.
Now, here's
I'll
the thing.
Read it.
Here's the thing. What I mean is Douglas Adams turned that script in. It was the story editor who went, "This is too much. There's too much going on here. I need you to strip this down and redo it." Because the story that he wrote was about like the Time Lords once came to this planet and built a totem in this mine, and the totem now like sucks the aggression out of people, so they're all like placid and weak. And he's just like, this is too much. Just too much is going on here.
Not enough.
Give me pirates. Go do pirates.
Not enough. What year was it that this episode came out?
The first episode was September 30th, 1978.
Perfect. So you said, or the story editor said, go do pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was because they saw the glittering popularity of pirates post Disneyland? You know what? That fucking Disney has pirates. I want pirates.
Bring us our own pirates with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the blackjack and hookers, just the pirates. Put them on a planet.
Although,
Bring us a dog.
If one of them is a redhead, that's fine.
We wants the redhead.
Oh my God, Zach. Can you give me all of my favorite pirates quotes as K9?
Sure. What are some other ones that you want me to?
Be brave, Carlos. Don't be chicken.
Be brave, Carlos. Don't be chicken.
Thank you.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me, master.
There's that one pirate it's one of the like backup vocals, but that goes whoop. Can you do that?
Whoop.
Okay.
Dead men tell no tales.
Thank you.
Yes, this is Douglas Adams' first episode, which is funny to know that he had some critiques of it where he thought the episode was too jokey. And I'm like, you're Doug. What? Who are you?
Did I tell you one of the tattoos I want to get is a whale that is, or I want two. I want a flower pot of petunias and then a whale right above it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would like to get a dolphin that has like a ribbon around it saying so long and thanks for all the fish.
I have used that as a sign off for some emails.
All work emails, I'm sure.
Yes. Because here's the thing. I'm blessed to work in a place where my bosses also have a sense of humor about them. What they don't realize is I am as macabre as I am a little freak. And a little freak and a little geek. And so sometimes I'll sign off my emails with so long and thanks for all the fish. And they go, What?
But yeah, this is I wanted to find you a K9 episode to watch, and so I looked up what people thought were K9's best episodes. It turns out he doesn't have a lot of very well reviewed episodes, which is kind of sad considering how much you love him. But this was consistently among the top of the list of like his highest rated episodes.
My only complaint is for weeks I was searching eBay specifically for a VHS copy of this story because I thought that would be really fun for us to we aren't manifesting well enough. I still have not been able to find an old school television. Specifically, I want exactly the one that my dad had, which is impossible.
Like the VHS players built into the TV, kind of old.
This one was I forget what year. It still had the rabbit ears. It had the big metal knobs on the side. So whenever you needed to change the channel or just the volume, it would do so with a chunk. But it did not have anything built into it. We specifically, as time went on, did upgrade its particular antennas so that way we could get more stations on it. The DVD VHS player that I have, we had hooked up to it, but I've always wanted to get one of those. It's like a proper tube television, basically.
Old school CRT television.
Thank you. I was going to say RCA and I went, that's not right. So we need to manifest a little harder.
And yeah, we got to manifest both that and the VHS that you want.
That's the thing is I found you can't get the VHS tapes as singles. All of them always come with like
a couple different stories.
Yeah. And then with that is not only like, I just want to buy the one, I'll buy the one for $10.
Well, what's funny is I think this
but
one.
Then all of them all together, there's like, 15 VHSs then for like $75, which technically is a better deal, but I don't care about all of those other stories. I will care about this one. I know that for a fact.
I imagine this episode in particular would be hard to find because this story is one of the first this season is one of the first times they tried to do like a whole overarching narrative through the whole season of the show. The most prominent one was Trial of a Time Lord with Colin Baker's Sixth Doctor. We watched one of those. This is part of an overarching story called The Key to Time, sometimes also called The Key of Time, where the Doctor's having to go to different planets and pick up different pieces of basically a cube that is the key to time that the Time Lords scatter throughout the universe.
The cube, you say?
The cube.
The cube of Rubik?
And so I do imagine it might be harder to find episodes from that on VHS. For one, because it's part of this whole overarching narrative, and for two, as you could see, I have Tubi pulled up on the television now for us to watch this because I didn't think to check to make sure that this was on Blu-ray before I picked it. This season is not out on Blu-ray yet. It was too late by the time I realized that we already announced we were doing this.
I mean, that's fine too. Tubi's free.
Yeah, no, Tubi's free. Everyone gets to watch it. Plus, there's a charm to watching that on Tubi because it has like all those the old television markings, like it has that sort of fuzzy interlaced quality.
Like I know that you are team technology. You love your Blu-rays. I can never get over the crackle that you get from.
Oh, I have a soft spot for.
I know, but you're always the upgradey guy. We got you downloaded the not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom update, and you and Charlie were just sitting there going, wow, look how clear it is.
Look at the textures.
I don't care about the textures. The worse it looks, the better for me, which is really ironic because I wear glasses and can't see that good anyways.
Maybe that's why you like it, because it means, everyone's on a level playing field with you.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's like there was a comparison somebody did of Mario characters. It was specifically looking at it was looking at Zelda. There were a couple. It was looking at Zelda and then looking at Princess Peach on a CRT TV, engaging in those games on a vintage television versus a modern television, because yes, it's 8-bit, but there's something that happens with the old TV screens that make 8-bit look that much better as opposed to modern TVs where it just looks like squares.
Yeah.
Your brain's not filling in a lot of gaps and making it look better.
Yeah.
So same thing with
I think this kind of old footage looks like a memory.
Yes.
So there's something about it that's very comforting.
It's also helpful that there is guaranteed to be a lens flare at some point. Mm-hmm. If we're in any low light settings, there's also going to be that like shadow effect. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's a word for it. It's a better word than shadow effect.
Oh, the artifacting.
Thank you.
Yeah, where the camera is like, it's not camera, but like the image of the television is kind of is remembering where stuff is, and so there's like a almost like a burn in of that old image.
Yeah. I like then when it breaks apart and you can see the like blue, green, and red. Love that. Anyways.
Yeah, this is the second part to the key to time. You don't really need to know much about that. Just know basically it was just an excuse to get them to go to a bunch of different places.
Okay.
This episode is the Pirate Planet. The only other thing to tell you about is this features the Fourth Doctor's companion, Romana.
Okay.
Who was a time lady. Cool. Another Time Lord who I mean, maybe if I had been a little smarter, I could have set this up for you. But when they were introducing Missy, they did want there to be kind of a possible illusion that Missy might have been Romana.
Okay.
Because there's really only been two time ladies, Romana and the Rani. And Romana has two different forms, Romana the First and Romana the Second. What you're going to see here is Romana the First.
By any chance, does she have some kind of brother, like a modern day equivalent? Ray Romana? Deborah! Doctor! I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
No, Romana is played by an actress named Mary Tam. And, of course, the other companion to this episode is Jonathan Leeson as K9.
Oh, God! Best boy!
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching this with you. I watched enough of the episode to get Cassie Profassi questions, but after that I was like, I kind of want to experience this episode for the first time with you.
Okay.
From start to finish. So I'm watching. So
Quick question. So this is Pirate Planet. Are you specifically not hovering over?
Yeah, so right now the screen is hovering over the ribose operation because the images for the episodes might give away one of the answers to the Cassie Profassi questions today. I have a couple questions here for you, both of which I think are fun, and one of which is going to be an opportunity for some makeup points for you to make up some lost points.
Yeah, because I've been doing bad.
I mean, I don't think you've been doing that badly. You had a couple.
I got two wrong during Husbands, a River Song.
But then I think you got one before that, and you got two right before that. So it all balances out in the end. But why don't we have some fun with this one then? For the first one, Cassie, I had to ask you a K9 related question.
Woo!
Because in this episode, K9 does a sick trick.
Oh my God.
Which trick do you think it is?
Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. This is one. Yes, have the
options.
Yes,
let you
because then if I say something, you can correlate and say that relates to option this.
Okay.
K9 does a sick trick.
In 1978,
skateboard.
Look at me! I can do an ollie.
K9 does a double barrel roll.
Kickflip.
Hold on. I'm just living in the...
I am like Tony Hawk.
I'm just living in the moment, imagining K9 at a skate park. And I'm really enjoying that.
I am listening to ska.
Never mind, you've ruined it. Ska is the worst music.
I am wearing my hat sideways.
What is K9's sick trick? Okay. Does it have to do with his wheels?
One of my options has to do with his wheels.
Okay, that's not fair.
I tried to pick options that...
Here's the thing, though, is that you used my term. You used sick trick.
I specifically...
Because I refer to sick tricks over anything. You could even be flipping a pancake and I go, whoa, sick trick.
I will say, when I wrote my options down, I specifically wrote options that I thought they could make happen in 1978. So that way there wasn't
okay, what are the options then that you wrote down?
Because
I don't think it's that K9 did an ollie.
Option number one, he flies around the room.
Okay.
Option number 2, he grows really big.
Ooh, big dog.
Option number 3, he spins around really fast.
Ooh. Oh, man, I want to say get big because you and I have been watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. And Mrs. Renee teaches her dog, Roosevelt, how to get real big, too. And so I know I have...
they have the technology to make dog big. I have
physical proof that they can make dog real big because we've seen it done before in the future.
Was Pee-wee's Playhouse doing a reference?
They were not. Absolutely. Well, maybe. I don't know. Conky has always been very canine, but I digress. That is we could do a whole episode on that. Okay, so he get big, he spin around, or he fly. Is there an alternate option where he does all three at the same time?
He digivolves, he just spins around really fast and then gets big and flies.
Yeah. I think he get big.
You think he get big?
I think he get big.
Canine.
All I want to do is see him turn into a giant doggo.
A giant doggo. Canine sees a dog treat that says "Eat this" on it.
Yeah. I wonder.
All right,
what
so
it
Cassie
does.
thinks that Canine gets really big. In this story, while it's called the Pirate Planet, it's really only the captain who has like a sci-fi pirate aesthetic. I will give you a point for each pirate thing turned sci-fi thing you can accurately describe.
Mm-hmm. Easy. Robot parrot on shoulder.
Robot parrot. All right, so that's one.
Can I say like robot parrot, or if this is the case for like Pirates of the Caribbean, there could be a monkey. So could I say robot familiar?
Robot familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
Robot shoulder pet.
Thank you. Robot shoulder pal. I feel like it is cheating if I say robot leg, robot eye.
You could say those if you want to.
I know that there has to be something with a peg leg and something with an eye patch. If we're boiling down pirates to their most base needs, peg legs and eye patches. Did you know, though, historically speaking, and I don't know if they would engage in actual history, but pirates most of the time would wear eye patches, not because they were missing eyes, but so that way they would have an eye that was acclimated to the dark. So when they went below decks, they would just switch what side the eye patch was on. So that way they could see better. They would have the...
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just a fun little pirate fact that you can take with you to parties. So bearing that in mind, do they engage in actual historical pirate accuracy?
I don't know.
No? Okay.
In fact, I will say I don't know entirely why they called this the Pirate Planet. It's just the one guy. Everyone else is pretty normal.
All right, so I'm going to say cyborg leg, peg leg specifically.
Cyborg peg leg, okay.
Or like robot mechanical.
Okay.
Like mechanical.
Yeah, we know I think we know what you mean.
Like some kind of a laser eye.
Okay.
Oh, and then something cool with a sword. Because here's the thing, too. This was, you said 73?
78.
78. Okay. So Star Wars would have come out at this point. Mm-hmm. So there is...
Do you think it's a lightsaber?
I'm wondering if there is something equivalent to that. Not necessarily a blade made of light.
Okay.
Mostly, did you know that for that? More fun facts. In filming, what they did was they just had like...
Do you know what's called a laser sword?
Yeah. Well, laser sci-fi sword.
Okay. All right, so we're saying robot parrot, cyborg peg leg, laser eye, laser sword.
Because the last option would be flying ship.
Yeah.
If we're in science.
Rocket ship. It's Treasure Planet.
It is Treasure Planet. That's what I'm getting at. I don't think the ship flies, but I'm also going to be upset if I say, because I don't get doxed points.
No, you don't get dock points. You just won't get points if you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to say the ship can fly.
Okay, we'll say flying ship. All right. I think five's enough opportunities for points there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will find out together then if K9 does a sick trick of him growing real big, And if the pirate planet captain has a robot parrot, a cyborg peg leg, a laser eye.
No, you're getting them all wrong. Here, I'll read them out. So if the pirate captain has robo shoulder pal, mecha peg leg, laser eye, laser sword, or flying ship.
And we will find out together as we watch season 16, serial number 2, The Pirate Planet.
Yo ho, the doctor's life for me, mister.
You know, I used to know all the lyrics to that. I don't anymore.
Drink up me hearties, yo ho.
Yo ho, yo ho. Maximum defense pirate.
Ahoy there, mateys. Captain Good Idea here. Let me ask ye a question. Are you sick and tired of the hook life? Sure, it's great for swinging from riggings and intimidating the Queen's Navy, but have you ever tried to apply sunscreen with a cold piece of sharpened iron? It's a bloodbath, lads. A bloody bloodbath! Just last week, I went to scratch a tiny itch on me nose and nearly lobotomized myself. That's why I invented Hearty Hands, the world's first line of swappable, task-specific attachments for the handily impaired. Stop tearing your sails and start living. With our patented quick-release wrist screw, you can swap that deadly spike for something useful in seconds. Introducing the littlest ladle. Never again watch your delicious gruel drain through your shiny metal finger. And we've got the supportive boss, a wooden hand carved into a polite thumbs up so you can look supportive while your crew plunders a merchant galley. And for the romance-minded scoundrel, the velvet paw. Soft as a sea otter for when you want to hold hands on the poop deck without catching your wife like a trout. So stop destroying your fine silks and poking your crewmates' eyes out. Call 1-800-HOOK-FREE today.
Maximum plundering mode.
There it is. We got there.
And we are back from the pirate planet.
Yarr.
A real mixed bag in my opinion.
Yup.
What'd you think, Cassie?
Had nothing to do with pirates.
Well,
I suppose it had everything to do with pirate, the verb.
yes. Yeah, the planet was literally a planet that plundered other planets.
Yeah.
So there's a very literal, like, oh, it's being cheeky. It's because it's the pirate planet, not the planet of pirates.
Yeah, this planet would download a movie.
This planet would download a car.
This planet would steal a purse. This planet would steal a queen.
It really, like, alternates so heavily between being absolutely wonderful and super dull.
I mean, that's just kind of all
It's
Doctor
70s,
Who.
It's 70s television.
Here's the thing, and I had said I wasn't going to bring it up now, but here I am. Something that I really love about old TV like this is it's very easy to get distracted and to tune back in and know still what's going on. There's not a lot of rapid fire information that you need to retain for the entire time watching a show like this.
Yeah. I think it helps that because the show is meant to be watched in 4 weekly episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of repeating, and there's a lot of...
Yeah, there's a deliberate design in each episode to sort of like remind you what's going on, because it's supposedly been a week since you last saw it.
Yeah, supposedly. Not for us.
Not for us. Not for us at all. I do think the strongest parts of the episode are basically entirely K9 and the captain.
Oh, yeah. Because here's the thing. K9, perfect, no notes.
Yeah, everything he does and says.
Good boy, wonderful to be, just happy to be here. I would say the captain as a character, not very interesting. Captain's performer,
Yes.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Like, I don't know how you can chew that much scenery when your mouth is half covered by a metal pipe, but he figured it out.
Yeah. I don't know how you can have so much going on with only half of your face available.
Yeah, when it's partly that he just keeps yelling out.
Everything is yelled. His entire script must have been in caps.
Well, I also just mean he keeps starting basically every sentence with, by the blank of blank. So it's like, by the mouths of the sky demon.
I just really, I always get a kick out of big guy, little guy dynamic. We saw that with the captain and Mr. Fibule.
I also really like that, you know, he keeps like yelling and throwing a tantrum at Mr. Fibule, but then when Mr. Fibule dies at the end, he reveals that he actually really cared for him and he's really upset that he's gone.
I will avenge you, Mr. Fibule. Even when he's being sincere,
He still can't.
it's his script is still in caps, but it's a smaller font, so you know he's being a little bit more gentle.
Yeah, so there were two in particular that really got me of his different exclamations. One is, by the great parrot of Hades, which he says after finding out his parrot died, which they reveal is named the Polyphase Avatron because he's a Poly the parrot. And then the
Polly want a laser.
And then the one that like fully broke me, like I had to like walk away for a second, was by the left frontal lobe of the sky demon.
See, I didn't catch any of those. I'm really glad you did.
So many of them were just like, you know, they were very broad, connecting one thing to another, and then eventually, by the 12th one, he starts having to get really specific. And I really like, by the left toenail of the underground moles.
Do you have any other creative?
By the pointed incisor teeth of the rabbits of Castellon 5.
Okay.
By the spirit of Jeff. And then there's this whole kind of like weird subplot going on where they talk about how like the previous queen before the captain sucked.
Well, here's the thing. But before we even go into that, we have we have the plot of there is a captain. He's going around and using one planet to plunder other planets.
Yeah.
There's
his
also
planet is big, and so he goes and finds smaller planets to stick inside his planet, and then his mining machines scoop the planet to death.
Yep. There are diamonds and rubies, which are apparently very abundant.
Yeah, and then like he takes so much of the mineral resources from them that he's made all the people of his mountain rich. And I'm like, if everybody's rich, doesn't that mean that kind of nobody is?
Okay, syndrome.
It really is though. Like they just leave diamonds and gems on the street
And gravel.
Diamonds, amethysts, and gravel. Toss more diamonds. They just leave these precious gems on the street, but so they're talking about how they all have like, oh, we have the finest clothes and we're all wealthy, and I'm like, but that's not how the economy works. If everybody like it's your money stops being valuable if there's too much of it.
Do you know what is invaluable?
What's that?
Jelly babies.
Yeah, they just to talk to some guy to find out where they're at. She's like, "Would you like a jelly baby?" And then later he's like, "Where did you get those?" Same place you get them, from your pocket.
I love Romana. We'll touch a little bit more on her in a minute, but you have big planet eat small planet.
Waka 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 waka.
Meanwhile, psychic men. There was only men in that group. A few twinks, but all men.
You're talking about the Minty ads?
Thank you. I was going to call them Mennonites, and I went, that's not correct.
No. That is a different book.
Yep.
No,
yeah,
the
Minty ads.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Pralix, I think was his name.
He was hot.
Yeah, a lot of the names in this really were getting it. Like the fact that the captain is just named the captain. It's not Captain something. We have Mr. Fibule. Pralix, and then finally what got me was when we revealed the name of the planet is Zanuck, and I'm like, Zanuck, the pirate planet, and also an affordable bookshelf at IKEA. Like all the best parts of it are the more ridiculous it gets. The problem is that there are so many times where it has to like transport the characters from A to B or explain what's going on, and that's when it kind of loses you a little bit.
But I think that is just a quirk of this show at this time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I don't think now that we have seen a few of these, and that seems to be an overarching complaint.
Yeah.
from every one of them. It's like, oh, the pacing is just...
I do wonder if that's why the modern show is somewhat shorter. Like, you know, they don't do 4-part episodes. Even like if you break them down, like these episodes end up being like an hour 15 and modern episodes are 45 minutes. Because they're just like, they just got to cut out the 30 minutes of fluff that the...
I was going to say, if you trim the 30 to 40 minutes of fat...
Yeah. Of the repeating...
Because then there are some things of like, we do miss out on the amount of time that the Doctor and his companions spend inside of the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Because I do appreciate that, where they do spend way more time just kind of existing in the TARDIS.
Yeah. And being like cheeky about it, like the whole bit going on there. It's sort of what we get a lot with the Doctor and River in the modern series, but it's like oh yeah, I feel like I was reading up on the manual of the TARDIS because I want to make sure that I know how to drive it right.
Manuals are for babies.
I would never read it. I don't know why I have it. She's like, oh, well, you're supposed to turn this on. No, you don't have to do that.
Don't worry about it. What's happening? You didn't turn that on. No, that's not right. Like, there is something charming about those moments where does that really feed into the larger context of the episode?
Only barely. Like they only managed to tie it in the sense that Califrax is not where it's supposed to be. Something else is there. So that's a part of it that's like, I appreciate that they found a way to tie it in, but it really does feel like there's probably an easier way to do it of them like just like getting there and walking out and being, this is wrong. They didn't need to have the whole sitcom shenanigans of it all. It is funny. I do like it. And it feels, you know, obviously it keeps working into today. Let's talk a little bit about the different characters here, because we got Tom Baker as our Doctor here.
Yeah. No notes. Yeah.
He does a great job. He does his best when he just gets to be a little weirdo.
Yeah.
I think my favorite moment the whole time is for him anyway, is they'd be like, we must find the Doctor, go out and find him. And then the door opens up and he goes like, hello, I'm the Doctor.
Yeah. I really like Romana.
Romana is an excellent companion. One of my favorites.
I was thinking about it. The Doctor's companions work best with the Doctor when they are either equally as smart and as clever as the Doctor or dumb.
Yeah, they either need to be like, they need to have as high a wisdom score as he has intelligence, or they need to be so beautifully stupid.
Yes. And this isn't me throwing shade at Rose, because
I think that's also
because it's you have people then that are street smart and are just kind of unabashedly fearless. It's somebody like Rose. But for Romana, since she's also a Time Lord, it's nice that she could be like, well, nope, this is how you do things. This is how you do things correct. Yeah, really, all you have to do is just go over and talk to them. It
really echoes back to when that episode of David Tennant where they're like, don't you have to get like a license to fly one of these things, pass a test or something? And he was like, yes, and I failed.
And there is also something to be said of, I like when Romana is going over to just talk to the people. The Doctor's like, what? What's she doing? I wrote it down because I liked the quote. She's like, she doesn't think that's going to work. And K9 just goes, she's prettier than you, Master.
And she is. She's very pretty.
Oh, my God. Like, my only gripe is, and it's because of the time, her eyebrows are kind of a crazy shape. It's the 70s.
Yeah, it's the 70s, but she's got great hair.
They are shaped like colons.
Yeah, she's got great hair.
She's got awesome hair.
Big shiny lips.
Pretty eyes.
Pretty eyes, wearing pink silk shirt.
Over a like flowy, like lantern sleeve white shirt.
And then
white pants, a white belt.
White go-go boots. What a classic 70s vision she is.
It's just yum 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 yum.
Yeah, when I think about all my favorite companions, they really kind of fall on the spectrum of are so beautifully stupid that they are entertaining to watch. Like Joe Grant was kind of that. Joe was the third Doctor's companion. On the opposite end, Sarah Jane Smith, very clever, very smart. able to like banter back and forth with the
I
doctor.
guess Donna too. Is
Donna,
that same.
yeah, well, yeah. Donna's whole thing is like she's very intelligent for a person. Like she's a super temp is what she would call herself, which is sort of like being the world's smartest idiot.
Yeah.
There's a very like she revels in her own mediocrity in a way that is very entertaining and I think works very well against David Tennant, who sort of is incredibly intelligent and almost wishes he wasn't. And of course Rose, whose whole thing was that, you know, she didn't go to college. She just works in a shop.
Like Rose is mediocre at best.
So that, you know, they're both kind of thick, for lack of like they're not like outright morons, but you know, they're a little dense. They're clearly out of their depth a little bit. And then you have, you know, Amy and Rory. I think Rory is aware that he doesn't know as much as the doctor, but he's also very like willing to put the doctor in his place.
Yeah.
In a very like mouthy way. And then of course my favorite is Clara, who they early on in her story pump her full of intelligence so she can banter with the doctor.
Yes.
So there is a very like
Romana reminded me of Clara.
Yeah, Romana and Clara are very similar in a lot of ways. In my mind, they're very similar because Clara, you know, wants to be very much like the doctor, and Romana is a Time Lord. So there's already that there. Speaking on another level, when Romana regenerates into Romana 2, and played by Lala Ward and Tom Baker got married. Like they liked their dynamic so much they took it home. So I do think there is a part of it where like there is something great about when you bring a character that can match the doctor on some level intellectually. Maybe it's not like the full scope of his intelligence, but just like the moment to moment. We are both equally clever in situations. And of course we have our the third part of our trio here, Mr. Canine.
I love Canine so much.
Very, very, very good.
Like, I can't think of any criticism.
Amaze.
I am amazed. Amazed, Doctor.
That was, I think, the part that got you. Although I think our favorite companion of the episode was actually none of them. Our favorite companion was the P&G of a wrench.
Yeah.
I was just floating along an image until it bonked.
Well, because I went, there's no way that's like they must have fixed that.
This looks like a spruced up effect in some way. This can't be the original effect. They just show it like all it does is sort of like move,
float.
There's no depth or rotation. It's just a flat image that bonks a computer panel.
And then the computer panel practically explodes. I will give, and I know I talk about it every time we watch a classic, I love a practical effect.
Yeah, this was also really fun because the engine room was based, and it was that where they're filming is a nuclear power plant.
Oh, fun.
So they're in a real like facility, and apparently a lot of the cast and crew are really nervous. It's like, if we do anything wrong, not only do we die, half the country dies.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Getting to your Cassie Profassi points here, you were incorrect about K9. In fact, in some ways, he did two of the things I had selected, although I would still say he did not fly around a room. He flew a car.
Yeah.
His trick was that he does a lot of fast spinning in the TARDIS.
Yup.
Spinning real fast.
Yup.
But you do get some points for your sci-fi pirate guesses.
Yay.
For sure you get sci-fi shoulder pet.
Robo shoulder pal.
I don't know if we can call it a laser eye because it doesn't shoot anything.
Yeah, but it's the same. It is effectively an eye patch.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to take that point away from me because it's not an eye patch, it is a full-on
like side of his face that's been augmented.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That one I will not contest.
He also didn't have a peg leg.
No.
They sort of imply
I did not guess that somebody was going to walk the plank.
Did not guess he was going to. You also didn't guess that he had like an appendage like Captain Hook.
Yeah.
His arm was replaced with a gun.
Yeah.
Like a pointy gun. He also didn't have a peg leg, and he didn't have a sword. He had a gun arm.
So I got 1 point.
I think I'm going to give you the laser eye point because while we never see it shoot a laser or anything, it is electric green.
There's
a non-zero chance that thing fires a laser.
I can only assume what its capability is.
Like I'm willing to say that between, like, instead of peg leg, he had a robot arm, and instead of laser eye, he had a laser gun on that arm. I'm willing to say those are 2 half points, so I will give you 2 whole points for that question.
Thank you. I appreciate your charity.
Well, just because, like, we really don't know. It could fire a laser. We just don't know. And then we have our we talked about the captain already, but we also have the other villain who I don't understand.
She sneaks in.
She does sneak in. Like she's got a couple lines in the early episodes, and she sneaks in a way where you're like, I feel like it's a little obvious that she's being telegraphed.
She just kind of sneaks in as the nurse.
Yeah, she's like, Captain, you really shouldn't kill a second person today. Two assassinations in a day is bad for your blood pressure. And I'm like, what? I would think all the yelling and shouting is bad for his blood pressure.
Yeah. I would think that the lack of oxygen that he gets from having his mouth partially blocked.
I guess also part of your points, I will say, they do imply that he once had a flying ship. It just has since crashed. And now he teleports the mountain around.
Thanks.
But yeah, we get Queen Zanzia, who was apparently this awful queen who ruled for way too long after the Ages of Prosperity.
I do like that every time they see her, they just go, "Oh, this ghastly thing."
And then they decide, and I guess that but even though she sucks, she wants to live forever. And so her way of doing that is that she has these time dams. And the way to keep the time dams going is to keep feeding them the energy of planets that she harvests.
Lost me. Bye.
Like, this is so weird. This is so weird and like a not, and like, I was like, why was the aggression draining machine taken out by the story editor, but not the evil queen wants to live forever, so right now she's a hologram, but if we feed the time dams enough planet juice,
bye,
she won't be a hologram anymore. Yeah, I did appreciate the doctor being like, no, that's not going to work. Trust me, I'm an expert on regeneration. It's like, yeah, the thing is, the more you feed the time dams, the exponentially more that they want, that you can't do enough. As a part of it's like, I enjoy when the doctor is being like the cheekiest boy in the room, where he's like, no, you didn't learn this in school. I did. I studied in class.
I went to time school.
North Timestern University.
We had time recess. Timed recess? No, time recess.
We stepped into the time vortex and went down a slide.
That's when you stop doing work for a little bit and the whole world pauses around you. Time recess.
That's when you go outside and swing on the time swing set.
It's as if time just flies away.
Play on the time monkey bars. Thinking about this episode and knowing that one of the things that Douglas Adams was not a fan of was he didn't like the casting of the captain. He thought that he turned that character into too much of like a bit or a joke.
I mean, yes.
He wanted to do more of like a grotesque monster, and I'm like, Douglas, I see where you're coming from, but you're so wrong. I need you to understand the captain is the best thing in this whole story. Every time he spoke, I was laughing. Like, those were the best times for me. Whenever he was like, whenever he would get upset, and he would always get upset.
There is a particular character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia that just has I'm forgetting his name.
Danny DeVito.
No, it's not one of the main cast. It's one of the main cast's adversaries. But he also has a very natural knack for delivering lines in the most insane ways. Because there's one where they're talking to him and they're like, I thought you were in love with your brother. And he goes, he's dead. And they go, what? He goes, he's dead to me. And of course, the entire cast has to pause so they can laugh. But it's that same thing of, I love when actors deliver lines in ways that you go, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Like, I'm so glad that you're here to have thought of that. See, one thing that's great about him is that he's really like he's doing this like almost mustache twirling villain thing where he's like, I bring prosperity to my people, but also I'm willing to shoot just about anybody in the room at any time.
Do not anger me. I've got a robot parrot with a death laser attached.
It's like, but I love that part of his like face plate gives him a metal mustache.
Yeah, is that intentional?
I think so. I think it's supposed to be a mustache. And I'm like, that's so perfect. He just feel like a character going, as he's like twisting his mustache with his finger.
Oh, and he's got his little Coke pinky as well.
Yeah, not just the nail. He has a special ring to do it with. So
yeah, he's got an acrylic that he puts on.
Mr. Phoebe Lee, bring me my cocaine nail. Papa feels like chasing the dragon today.
Not one of the colored ones. Give me a nude one, Mr. Fibula.
Maybe one of the ones with the little gems on it. Nude, but with a little gem on it. You know, to add a little flair to my nail.
I want the other girls to know I'm not like you. I'm better. Something I did clock, and it's something that I've had this theory for a minute, but it was confirmed today that I think why I'm liking 12 quite a bit is because 12 reminds me of 4. And it wasn't until 4 told the story about how he helped Isaac Newton discover gravity. How'd you do that? Oh, climbed up a tree. And then what? Dropped an apple on his head. And then what happened? Well, Mr. Newton told me to get out of his tree.
I explained it to him over lunch.
Yeah, I explained gravity to him over dinner.
Yeah,
the way that story pans out of the doctor climbing up a tree, being told to get out of the tree, and then somehow getting invited to dinner. Like, that is very par for the doctor, but specifically it is something that I feel like is more than likely to happen to 4 and to 12. Like, could you imagine 3 doing that?
That's the thing is
3 would throw the apple at Isaac Newton.
When 4 tells a story, there's a non-zero chance that it was done by 1, 2, or 3. It does.
Yeah, but it would happen to 2 more likely than it would happen to 3.
I could absolutely see 2 climbing a tree. I would like to climb that tree.
Because 2 is one of the Stooges. 2 is Mo. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I do have one other thing I wanted to talk about too, which is that I forget how much I enjoy looking at really old school effects, VFX.
Me too.
Because like all the guns would fire off squares.
Yep.
Or they would fire off just like.
We didn't see any of the artifacting that I was talking about, but we did get something better.
What's that?
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, all the pew pew sounds, the like semi-translucent orange that would just
orange or
be
yellow.
Their sign that someone got shot.
The different styles of laser in air quotes that each gun or animal would shoot, because canines were just like cones of red coming out of his nose, whereas the parrot had like fragmented yellow orbs.
Yeah, I think our favorite was the floating PNG of a wrench.
Oh yeah.
But my close second was the Mentiads like pull up what's supposed to be like a psychic wall to keep the guards from coming in, but it's just a wall of pink squiggles that put over in front of the image.
I love that.
I was like, that's so funny that was the closest they could do to describe like a force
mental
field.
Yes.
We have so much force field visual technology now, but back then it was just throw up some squiggles.
Well, there was another thing too
snakes.
where they are trying to move the planet at the same time that the Doctor and Romana are trying to relocate the TARDIS. Mm-hmm. And I said, what's funny about this is knowing that one person is shaking the camera and the other person is just wiggling a piece of transparent Mylar in front of it.
There's so much charm to these like old school.
Oh, and then any time that they were sitting in the air cars, and there's something about it, and I don't know what it is, because like on paper it's a seamless thing. They're in the sky.
Yeah.
So it's just a blue background.
Yeah.
But there is something about knowing how flat the bottom of whatever they're sitting in is. I love being able to point this stuff out now. Because it's not something where I'm like, haha, that's bad. I'm just like, oh, it's so charming. They're really doing their best.
Yeah, I really enjoy these trips to the classic stuff.
And how smooth K9 is and his cute little scarf collar.
Yeah, because as I found out in the middle of the episode, K9's collar matches 4's scarf.
It's not an exact match because when we went to the exhibit, he's still wearing the collar. It's like an orange plaid, but it's I believe, or I would be surprised if it wasn't either a custom plaid or one that somebody added those strings of color to better match the scarf.
Yeah.
But it's primarily yellow.
I mean, it could also be that they changed the collar because there's been like there were multiple canines.
There's only one canine, Zach. There's only the one.
Every time they make a new one, he kills the old one.
There could only ever be one. Canine like the Doctor can regenerate.
Canine
Fucker.
Highlander. There can only be one.
I thought you meant like Toyota Highlander.
No, like the movie Highlander.
I ain't never seen it.
I'll have to explain it to you after, because trying to explain it to you right now would make me sound like an insane person.
Just give it a go. We got time.
That's a very weird series. First movie's pretty good. The rest of them are all weird.
Is it something I need to watch?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Yeah, I mean, you might enjoy it because it's weird.
Yeah, I usually enjoy things that are weird.
If memory serves, like the final fight takes place in a big it's a sword fight that takes place in a big empty warehouse.
We saw no sword fights in this.
We did not see a single sword fight.
Like, I understand. Here's the thing. I respect the hell out of Douglas Adams. And I really like that he
found a lot of ways to put piratisms in this mountain lab.
I am so disappointed there was not a single sword fight.
Not even a sword drawn. Nobody draws a sword. I mean, I will say I did not picture him coming up with walking the plank. That was a neat pull.
That was.
So it's like, yeah, we're on top of a mountain, so you walking the plank here works the same as it does in the water. You fall a bunch and then you die.
Yeah.
I expect you to fall 1,000 feet and die. Doctor!
Oh, I did like the little reveal, though, of how that worked, because the Doctor then busts out the little hologram machine and just basically goes, tee-hee, here I am.
Gotcha. Punked bitch.
Because I did not know that was the thing that was ever discussed in this episode. I just thought he found it.
That was the reveal. The reveal was the hologram thing, because that's also what Zanzia was using to project her hologram
I know that,
body.
but there was never a discussion.
Yeah.
At least to my knowledge, there was never a discussion.
No, that was the reveal of it. That was that was the first they had talked about it. That
Not
was
even whatever. I just don't ask questions about the show, Cass. We've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, there was no
better.
setup to that. That was only twist. That was all part of the twist.
Twist.
All part of the twist at the end.
You give it a little twist.
A little twist. There's only one other thing I really want to talk about here at the end, and it's a part that made me laugh, where K9 kills Polly and then brings Polly's corpse to the Doctor like it was an actual bird carcass.
I love that.
Because you've experienced that in real life.
Yes. I had so many dogs that would kill birds, possums, and once she got a rat.
And then our cats kill lizards and bring them to you.
Yeah.
Like it was so much like a you experience for that Doctor to have.
Oh my God. It just really grounded K9 as dog.
But we're not done with our canine adventure, our silly canine adventures, because next week we're going to watch the failed pilot to the first Doctor Who spinoff called Canine and Company.
Oh no.
It was a show meant to be Sarah Jane Smith's and K9's show outside the show.
Uh-huh.
And it only went to one episode, and we'll find out why on the next episode of Who Is My Doctor?
Who is my doctor?
Who is indeed, Master?
This is one of my favorite voices to do.
Maximum podcast mode.
By the auditory consumptions of the cyberspace surveyors, also known as you guys. I hope you enjoyed our little trip to the pirate planet. It was a very silly time, and I'm glad we're getting into this grand little canine adventure for Cassie. Seriously, I didn't realize until today that 3 of our next 4 episodes all have canine in them. If you include this one, 4 of 5 episodes have canine in them. Hopefully they'll have you too. Special thanks as always to our Big Daddy Dalek patrons Andrew Blewett, David Gansel, Travis Aiken, and Daniel Lindgren. Next week starts our summer of spin-offs, so I'll see you next time. Because due to scheduling conflicts, there's no way to get this episode done by Tuesday, but next time will still be a Who's Day. See you then.